Hello, welcome back to more Disco Elysium, where I've just been kind of browsing around these, trying to work out how long we've got left for stuff. 4 hours on the date of birth generator, Wasteland of Reality, 5 hours. They'll be done by 8 o'clock, definitely in time for our 10 o'clock appointment, was it? Steban's meeting after 10. Need to get rid of Kim for that and this one. So we need 9 o'clock for that. Check those places for bullet traces. We need to go to the village, it seems. Yeah, I guess we're not going to work out this guy's deal.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
No. But what other challenges do we have that we may be able to do? That's not Ruby, is it? Let's talk to Jory real quick before we go as well. Part of close has a composure check. As does Renee. Let's do a couple of checks as well. Talk to Joyce. Do some checks. Head to the coast. We have stuff to do today, which is nice. Yesterday was a bit of a lull. In game yesterday, that is, of course. Day 3. So the Hardy Boys are now investigating shit. Oh, they wanted me to check one of these, right?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside.
Maybe we can learn something about the island.
To zoom in, if necessary. Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Focus.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Could the shot have come from there, then entered the window upstairs, the whirling in rags?
Can you tell? From this distance? I don't think it's possible.
It's not. The details are blurry. There's water vapor in the way and waves cut into the islet.
Ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Okay, well, we got some XP for that. And I may as well put on my esprit de corps clothes, I guess. Oh, she's gone. Huh. Went to the village on the coast. Huh. Alright then. Was she getting out of Dodge, or up to no good? Right, composure check with Renee. Composure shoes. Obviously, it makes sense.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
As Rene turns from you to his partner and back, the medals on his chest rattle and glare. He keeps his spine straight and his ribcage lifted, displaying them proudly.
How many medals are there?
2. The larger one is shaped like a cross, while the smaller medal resembles the sun.
Cross first, I guess?
A crowned head in front of 2 crossed rifles. The medal hangs from a blue striped triangle. It's the Croix de Bravoure, Cross of Valor. The cross was the highest battlefield decoration in Suzerain's armed forces, awarded for exceptional bravery in the line of duty, in service of King Frizzle I.
And the sun?
A small blue star inside an orange sun. It has the word Valiance written below.
That's not the word, but alright.
The setting sun was a decoration used to distinguish seasoned combat veterans in service of King Frizzle I during the Revolution.
Croix de Boisvert and the setting sun. Did you get them for?
For bravery.
It's a conflicted topic for the old veteran. There must have been a number of controversial episodes in his service days.
For bravery?
For doing my duty in the heat of battle. For looking my mortality in the eye. When men like Gaston here hid in the bushes and shot themselves.
He saved some muddy princeling who foolishly strolled into the front line in his gown of velvet and gold.
Saved a princeling?
It was on the first months of the revolution here in Revachol. Unrest was spreading like wildfire. Marauders had taken most of the Couronne and were getting really ambitious. King Frizzle thought he could end it all in one decisive strike. Sent his cousin, Drisson, to put an end to the unrest. Alas, the young Drisson was all piss and no vinegar, wearing a tunic of purple velvet and cockatiel feathers to battle. Even his rifle was gold-plated, shone from 5 clicks away. Can you imagine the asininity?
Purple velvet tunic. That isn't exactly camo.
To keep the long and bloody story short, Drisson marched us against the partisans in Couronne. And when I say marched, I mean made us walk into captured enemy territory, single file, like toy soldiers, while he rode in front on his giant red stallion. The rebels were smart. They let us come real close before opening fire. Suffice to say, it was carnage.
Pretty damn clever indeed.
I got shot in the left shoulder and went down. Just a flesh wound. But just as I turned over, the prince fell into the mud next to me. He was missing his lower jaw. Then his horse, driven mad by the noise and smell of gunpowder, stepped on my leg and shattered my knee.
Hang on to the story. Veterans get sentimental after such retellings. This might yield something useful.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Then what did you do?
I grabbed my sidearm and shot the beast in the head. Then everything went black.
Capitaine Arnaud, le fléau des chevaux.
Killer of horses? Chevaux is horse. I know that, but...
The bane of horses.
Oh, the bane of horses. Alright.
When I came to, it was all over. It was just me and Jolas Tresson, gurgling in the blood-soaked mud right next to me. The Dink had taken numerous flesh wounds and lost a lot of blood. But despite missing his jaw, he seemed hesitant to die. Tougher than he looked, that one.
Johnny Lawjaw? What? That's no dink, that's a fighter.
So I grabbed the dink and started crawling. Kept going until the 59th Cavalry picked us up. Through some miracle, we both survived. And the joyless freak convinced Friesel to give me a medal for not leaving him to die in his own blood.
I mean, respect
Piece
to the
of
dude
shit.
for not giving up, right? He was clearly a moron. And probably a lot worse to boot. But he got his jaw blown off and didn't just give up. That's something, right? Which is all I was trying to say with that, but I suspect it's going to judge me more harshly for it.
He was the commanding officer and I was on duty. Just doing my job. Shouldn't hand out medals for that. 13 months later, I received the Sun for distinguished service. It's not worth mentioning.
You sense he's downplaying it. He did a lot more than his duty. More than anyone's duty. It's in his spine, in his billowing breasts, and untarnished self-worth.
Sounds like you're being modest, Rene.
The old carabinier stands quietly like a statue, his features motionless.
What Monseigneur Modesty is not telling you is that he crawled over 7 kilometers before the cavalrymen found him and Drizant. 2 days later that was. And that even while crawling with a mangled half-dead prince on his back, he still managed to murder 3 rebels on his way.
Kind of Johnny Rambo over here.
Is that pride in his voice? It's deep down, but maybe even unbeknownst to the man himself, it's there.
Hold on. You're just a little bit proud of Rene's heroics, aren't you?
Sorry, officer, but you're reading me all wrong. I'm a man of peace, and these kinds of bloody heroics are only impressive to men like Rene himself. Certainly not to me. How did you find the story to be, officer?
I don't know. That third one feels like a cop-out, so I kind of want to go with 2. Oh, I don't know. See, I feel like if I go with the first option, instead of praising Rene, what it'll become is praising the monarchy and the state, which would not be my point. I'm not impressed. All those heroics, and where is he now? No, you got to play to win. Look after you first.
Maybe, but also bear in mind, officer. They don't end this out for anyone with a service record. Oh no, you have to get shot repeatedly. And you need to get your hands bloody too. Really, really bloody.
Do not speak of what you know nothing about, Poltroon. Duty is something you will never understand.
Thanks for the story, Rene.
Bah! There were many such stories in those days. Many such men, too. True Revacholians. Men with backbone.
Oh yes, René, yes. Men were bigger, girls were prettier, and everyone wore the fascia. Lord, please bring those days back, if you can.
I'm not getting into this with you again. Officer, was there anything else?
You should try to come up with a heroic story of your own. Impress this old soldier.
Oh, God. It's not going to go well, is it? I'm not going to be trying that right now.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer.
Oh,
You
shit.
must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
I'm guessing this is triggered by how the distance traveled so far.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
There's only one real answer to this one, though, isn't there? I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol?
Yeah, I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
Bleeding nipples are kind of... What? Kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Why are these all free market? Yes, I agree with the free market. Bleeding nipples.
It's all about the tax issue, hustler. No other problem in the world is as pressing as top marginal tax rates. And don't you fucking forget it.
What will that teach me? First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist, whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulindian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. Yeah, I don't think I'm learning that.
It is such a pleasure to see.
No, I thought maybe there would be something new there, but I guess not. Oh, you know what? Did we talk to them after talking to Cindy?
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
That ride is fucking.
Hey, piss.
Same options.
Look who it.
Alright, enough of that. Check on the clothes.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you pay with net worth. Go over. Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Sounds hideous.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
I'm gonna hope it's actually good.
Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
+1 composure, -1 shivers. I don't think we're going to be getting any shivers anyway. But it's still not as good as that. Still, I found it. Now I know. Wait, did we have more composure check? Not that. Him on the balcony. No, we're good. It's not where Joyce is. You know what as well? We're not finding anything anymore. Where will I find her? She went down to the village.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Don't you mean the scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
I'm reluctant to bother him, but at the same time I want to hear what he says. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of party goers here.
Looks like it.
This was some kind of theatre to them. A circus production by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Yeah, right. Is Joyce over here now? She is. Interesting. Let me put the other boots back on real quick. No, wait. Esprit de corps is what we wanted now. Does it really? Whatever. Did I not have... No, nothing else. Alright then.
I'll just keep the Corps de Leche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing.
Hello, Mom.
Hello, detectives. It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
Or she heard about Ruby and her being down here somehow.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Corps de Leche red. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
Lovely.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there? I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
I kind of want to go with one. You're right to be scared. What's all her fault? Is it her personally? Guess they're not helping. Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never... Have I told you how they discovered this place?
This fishing village?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola.
What is an Isola exactly?
I'm guessing you don't know then.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, Your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Yeah, I'm saying nothing to that. What up, cheers?
It's a pity. Most of these people will never know what this place means, this island of matter, or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now, we have time.
Do we?
Okay.
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you. Maybe there is something else I can assist you with while you're hot in pursuit?
Can I try this again?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Damn it.
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope the lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
Heard something about a complex operation earlier. This adds up.
I'm glad to hear, officer. I'm sure you'll find out just what that means soon enough.
No, still not worked it out. How about this? I've made up my mind about the investigation.
Yes?
No way we can take this case.
I'm very sad to hear that, officer. If you change your mind, please let me know. If not, good luck finding your badge.
Yeah, I found my badge, but you won't let me show you.
In the meantime, I'll still try to assist you in any way I can. This disagreement is peanuts compared to what happens if... More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day.
Oh, God.
Go ahead. Ask me anything.
Fuck it. What is...
It remains a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
She knows something. I want to know it, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm not going to help her. Fascist piece of shit. Alright. What do we got? I need to... I got a new windbreaker. Looks really cool. Where's the coat I was wearing? Ah, there we go. Are those the glasses I want to wear? Visual calc. I mean, I have no authority anyway. Empathy, savoir-faire. Maybe empathy? Mine's too logic, though. I like my logic. Fuck it. Wait, what did that pair do? +2 encyclopedia, -1 perception. And also, looks like ass. Not that we don't pretty much look like ass anyway. Let's have some more empathy. Have you seen Ruby?
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Oh, looking for someone.
Oh? Who?
Looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days, she might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Okay, enough of that. Around. There we go. Granny, what about you?
Our tenant pleased me. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Yeah, she is.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the Union. It kind of is. You know something. We're here to help.
Aye, that you are, Dark Omen. Help yourselves and your organization. Have the storm clouds gather on the horizon.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
True. Why not? Oh, hello. Hidden floorboard?
As you look at the floorboards in this
Or
corner
removable.
of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move it.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Well, then take a look.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Oh, huh.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Not for a breech loader like the murder weapon, then.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Really?
Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
What, in case she gets too ill to carry on or something, becomes a burden? Got one bullet. I have a bullet. Cheers for you watching yesterday when I managed to get an early game over. An early ending. I might have pushed my luck too hard. It was kind of unexpected, yeah. I pressured the Hardy Boys a bit too much, and everyone reached for guns. And game over. Fade to black. I got shot. Bullet in the brain pan. Squish.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
Wait, can we
What
get...
can I help you with?
Can I please get that off the... Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, I think we're good.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Why was there a
hope the
bullet?
waves
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
keep
Why was
you
there a
up
bullet
at
under the
night.
floorboards of your shack?
What can I help you with? Damn that girl.
Okay, not you.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear, we welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
I mean, the way over wasn't even fixed until Wednesday.
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before, but this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
The truth, sire.
You said she left on Monday?
yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Weirdly proud of his car. Kim's got a lot of character. I like him. Don't necessarily agree with him all the time, but I like him. What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Oh god, I don't have a choice here. I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye, do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The Feld electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
Interesting.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
I assume I can't just put a point in there. Yeah, I didn't think so. So where do I want to? Composure, maybe. Visual calc. Suggestion could be fun. Hunches and gut feelings. Not super coordinated or fast. One more interfacing is tempting. If nothing else to even it out. Maybe one of these. But I do like suggestion. Unless we have something to learn here. I kind of want to learn the Wompty Dumpty Dom Center, but I think maybe not this time. Wait, we never... Remember the wife? Fuck it. Still don't know what White Morning is. I guess we're doing that. Kids see anything?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
You are right. Where were the homeless folks? Down here? This could be a better plan.
Hey, Tequila! Welcome to reality. How's it treating you?
Wait, tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
But then pick the most boring one, wow. Not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak.
That's harsh. I'm like 3 or maybe 4 years into mine. Wait, no. Make it 5. Things aren't going super well for Idiot Doom Spiral either. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
Oh, great.
Idiot doom spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
Uh-huh. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around here lately?
Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
I think we know what they do around here.
Too, tequila sunset.
Lots of drinking. Right, guy down here is useless. Yep.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
The dozing man mumbles something inaudible.
How about you, though?
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's spirits and speed too.
Nothing. Okay. Up the coast then. Keeping an eye out. Want to check what's her face over here. What skill was the check? Empathy. Have we got more empathy clothes? I should have got more empathy. Oh well. Empathy shoes. Perfect. Empathy +3. Let's do it. I sell. Hello.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
I'll help, alright.
Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? We've been waiting for weeks here.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
That's good. No neighbours to complain about noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
The tape recorder lies on the ice. Pick it up. Okay, we can try.
The device
Nope.
is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath, you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
Can we know more about your associates?
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
To the cops.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Okay. Alright, later.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
How would I even... Once you've helped them set up the nightclub. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I guess that would affect it. Zoom out a bit. Seeing anything? She's not going to be the guy in the top of the church, is she? Hopefully not.
Yes, what is it?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? Say a woman named Ruby?
What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
I'm guessing we can't talk to Matey here and ask him. He's gone. Alright. Where was that boardwalk then, so we can look at the mural again? See if our gut instincts are giving us anything useful. I think if I... Oh, hello. Slit in the concrete to a sewer.
Vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachel's sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
I'm not going to shout into a drain. We're not quite there yet. Auto save, huh?
Hello again.
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone. You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical. You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Alright.
Why single out this one building?
Death notification? 1 point. Well.
Suddenly, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down or gone behind a corner. You only hear distant waves washing the coast. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We've already talked to the cryptozoologists. Working with them might give us a good excuse to run around, give us some structure. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
I wonder, do I have Shiver's clothes?
The once bright.
Won't let me. I should have gotten changed before doing the check. Never mind. Done is done. What else did I put on? Ugh. Do I wanna? Yeah, I don't want even more debuffs to my physical instrument. Oh, there we go. Don't need more rhetoric. I don't think. Could try pigs, but I really don't expect her to be helpful. In fact, she may not even be here. She won't be during the day, right? Yeah, we could go find the cryptozoologists. Check up here. Nothing. Check the boardwalk for bullet traces, Land's End. I mean, I'm looking. Not seeing, though. And then if we just go left past here. Did I even try going this way? I must have, right? Surely? Yeah, this is where they were lined up.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 shades stand a cold...
Nope. How do I get over? Like that. Uh-huh. Hiding place. But no option of how to get in. Oh. Hello, raiders. Welcome in. How was the WoW? How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rocco Bane, good to see you, dude. Welcome in. Naravia, you have a bone to pick with me. We got a mod. Can we time out Neff real quick? What? What have I done now? My picture is black and white. What picture? What are you on about? What? Guys, has Neff gone... I was going to say she gone mad. How'd you know? Oh. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. Wait. Hmm. Where are you looking that it's hard to see? What? If I can understand the problem, I can work out how to fix it. I don't know how I'd fix it, but there'd be a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Follow a panel down the left. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Looking. Oh, they're black and white when people are offline. Interesting. Okay. Food for thought, maybe. I'll have to think on that. How to work around it without necessarily changing my logo randomly? Good to know, though. Good to know. Okay. You're not just mad. We'll let you on. Well, you could still be mad. No evidence either way. But... you managed it. You worked it out. Make it all pink. Will that do? You mean like that? Actually, I think Kim's outfit is really popping in pink, or is that just me? In that little profile picture. Let's get rid of that before I forget. And we play the entire game with a pink filter. Yeah, no, I appreciate that info. It's something I should have, or if I'd known, I would have considered when making the logo. Would be kind of a pain to change it round. Not impossible, I'll think about that after stream. For now, for anyone who hasn't played it, I'm trying to solve a murder, and I'm looking for a woman named Ruby, who's hiding somewhere, God knows where. And I have pretty much 0 leads. Apart from the fact that there was some kind of sniper involved. And I've got to try and find traces. For some god tier sniper that managed from across a village to shoot somebody in the roof of their mouth while they were having sex. Which, honestly, I think we shouldn't arrest the person. We should give them kudos for a god tier shot. We even got to use our visual calculus to
Hello. What can I do for you, officer?
calculate the sexual positions, and it was a bit weird. But yeah, game's still good. It's the way you want to go. What, shot in the roof of your mouth whilst having sex? There's worse ways. There's worse ways. It did sound like he died pretty much instantly. I'll probably prefer if I got to nut first. Just saying. I don't think he got that much. But, yeah. He had a good go. Yeah. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
He wants me to get involved in this shit so we can have an excuse to walk around. Whatever. Tell me about this phasmid you're looking for.
Which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
It skipped the first part of the dialogue. Interesting. What makes it so difficult to find?
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea,
Oh, I'm falling asleep here.
it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds.
I really
Awful lot of reeds around,
cannot
aren't there?
get enthused about cryptozoology. Which, for anyone unaware, is the study of hard to find creatures. Or so they tell me.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators or scientists in our present case.
Yeah, we're just going to skip all of this with you, I'm afraid. What have you discovered about it so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts.
We've got a whole slew of accents in this game, though. A lot of English, a lot of French accents as well. I didn't look it up, but I get the definite impression this is made by a French studio. Maybe wrong. So no one's ever found one.
Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
It's clear that his obsession with the phasmid is driven by something more than the pure pursuit of scientific advancement.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Okay. Lena said there was a sighting of it here in Martinez. That's the town.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here. That's what brought us to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore.
Maybe the phasmid has died out.
I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Can't remember what that is. Is that like what a brine shrimp do? where they kind of go back to an infantile stage of development?
He means asexual reproduction.
Oh, never mind.
The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs.
I think I heard about this in Jurassic Park, actually.
With a small population to survive.
Maybe? Parthenogenesis? Okay, never mind. Getting shit all kinds of mixed up anyway. That's pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch.
They don't seem...
As a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
They don't seem to want my help much, though. So what about these traps?
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. Yes.
Never mind.
What?
Lena wants you back.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days.
I can't
It's time to go back.
work out this guy's accent for shit. I really can't. I have no idea.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
See, I'm fairly sure this guy's Australian, right? But Gary, crypto-fascist? I don't know.
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Like, what is that?
Won't let Lena down. Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a special connection to the phasmid somehow.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She sighted it? She didn't tell me.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course
now. Maybe you could go back to the whirling warm-up, come back to check the traps later? You know, you don't have to stare at them for, what, 4 days?
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve?
Oh no.
We were sipping tea at the hostel.
I'm going to end up babysitting phasmids, aren't I?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Oh, chaos is my method. I am its scion. I don't want to choose that, but it is a great line. We're looking for someone hiding on this very coast. Looking for another thing may lead us to her.
Why not? At least it will give us the excuse to look into a lot of reeds.
That it will.
I'm kind of surprised Kim's with us on this, but he did kind of suggest it. What do I do if there's a phasmid in one of the traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll claim the find, but he's lying about this even to himself.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south.
Okay.
On this little
4,
peninsula
3 here.
By the boathouses there. It's very near.
Okay.
Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast.
Oh.
Behind a small sand dune there.
It's not these.
On your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Huh.
The 3rd is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
Okay, so it sounds like these traps are conveniently at the same places we have to check for any signs of the shooter. What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Nice. That he knows is going to attract a creature that's never been studied.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
It might actually help with my general smell. I've only been able to wash once, and I don't think it was very effective, so lay it on me.
Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Alright, let's do it.
Right, which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital on the hunt?
No, we're good. So, find the other traps. Trying to navigate is problematic enough for me. This is going to go poorly. Sometimes it is kind of hard to work out where you can and can't move. Did he not say one was down here? Oh, where's this? Nowhere. Was there not one over here? Is that not what he said? God damn it. Super mega lost. There was one on the beach by the boat, right? No. That's my car. Don't worry about that. It's probably not in there. Here's the trap. How do you like my parking, guys?
Reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks like a shroud. In the east, the city center hums to you.
All right, let's look at it.
Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
Okay. No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens and getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense. Just...
Look around. We did that. Leave. Alright. Sorry, didn't mean to sound so defensive, Kim. I apologize. We are looking for tiny-ass bugs that probably don't exist anywhere. And I kind of want to look... Wasn't one of these buildings enterable? Yeah, this one over here. just on the off chance something's new here. Now we're looking for Ruby, our primary suspect. Nope, nothing highlighted. Okay, time to go for a jog. Not that way. Okay, they said something about the northeast. So what if I try over there first? Past the church. Northeast past the church. Don't think I've been this way yet today. Looking. Couldn't open this, could I?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
I feel like this question is redundant since it just stated the door doesn't look like it's been opened in a while. But could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. There is a giant church in the way. Alright. I mean, we're just kind of making it a character trait at this point to ask really dumb questions. Thing is, in so many RPGs and stuff, works under the assumption you're going to ask those questions. Exhaust all the dialogue. But frequently in this game, I've been made to look an idiot for doing so.
A familiar apparatus lies among the reeds. Another one of Morel's traps, weighed down by stones to keep it in place.
I feel like this game would have been way more dry without the voiceover as well. Like, I never tried it before they patched it in, but I can't imagine it now going back.
The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly. The reeds seem to be waiting for something. This trap is also full of panicked locusts. No sign of any cryptozoological beast inside.
Another empty trap.
Alright, let's just put it down.
Neither does the lieutenant. He just raises his collar. It's cold out, as always.
We're at Land's End. Is there anything else around?
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
I don't know if I came this far north before.
In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there, in the whirling in rags.
Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower and took the shot there?
It's not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
Yeah, I mean, anybody could have made a campfire or smoked here, so those two... pointless. Let's look to the whirling.
There, 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay, through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves, you see the smallest rectangle, barely visible.
But it is visible.
A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass, her limbs long and slender.
Oh, I can't get out of this. I've got to ask another... Oh, alright, maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year. Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
I kind of agree. Let's just check a little bit more up the coast here. Yeah, I don't think anyone was climbing this to do anything. Particularly some 1.2 kilometer sniper shot into the roof of somebody's mouth while having sex. I mean, possible, yes. Improbable, absolutely. Okay. Well, as Kim points out, ruling possibilities out is still helpful, I guess. Where else do we have to look? Did I have a level up? No. Don't know why I thought I did. West of the Feld building. Okay. Boat houses, not the boat. Got it. That was my mix-up. The sound of seagulls always makes me wary of my food being stolen. One too many times, seagulls. Don't think this helped us at all.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just a technicality. But the reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around.
Alright, what's in it?
Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Yeah, we'll just carry on.
Stretches his back.
There was one more? Did I not get all three? West of the Feld building. Which is here. Further west? Somewhere else I've not been? Oh, here. Okay. These are houses for boats? How small were these boats?
It takes you a moment, but finally you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds. Behind you, the ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper amongst themselves, confidently. Snowflakes cling to their shivering stems.
There's been a few times in this where the main voiceover narrator has misread something or misspoken, however you want to look at it. It's not the end of the world. Apparently the guy had never voice acted before in anything. Just kind of, I have no idea how you pick someone like that, how you find them, but they did. Yeah, let's have a look.
The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up.
Wait.
Something is different here.
Haven't actually found it, have we?
No locust. No phasmid either, but still.
I'm not gonna scream like a giddy schoolgirl. Look closer still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
Yeah, but you also are half blind. You've admitted this, Kim.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Yeah, I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. So maybe Ruby's hiding around here? Why would she want to mess with the... I don't know.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case, which I'm not.
You're right, but I still need to tell the cryptozoologists about this.
Okay, but after that we get back to our own assignments. We've done a thorough survey of the coast now. Just running around is no longer useful.
That's what you say. What if I disagree? Did that maybe unlock something over here? No? I can't... Nothing. Where was the last sniper spot? Boardwalk and island. How do I check the island? Have I not checked the boardwalk? Is this not me checking? I feel like I've been everywhere. I must be missing somewhere. Because I've not even been able to tick off those other two locations. Wait, where were they? They were here, right? Morel's back at the Whirling. Do I have to run all the way back there now? Let's try and check the boardwalk once more. I have no idea where the island even is. Hang on. Which one of those is... Oh. I guess that island to the north? How would I even get there? Would I get a lift off Joyce? Looks like I could kind of loop around from where that communications tower was, but when I was there, I couldn't see a path. At all. Do I check there once more? How much more can I possibly check the boardwalk? Unless I have to come back again at night or something. Might be getting kind of stumped again. Let me just rule this corner of the map out. Because as far as I can tell, there's no way over. Unless Joyce will take us, but I don't think she will. Yeah, I can't move over there. No, that's not happening. And I haven't seen any other boats around. Thoughts? Ideas, anyone? Has anyone played this out of curiosity? Or seen it? It's been very interesting. I usually like a game with a bit more action. But the characters and the writing and the dialogue and the core mystery have been really good. I don't even know what genre I'd really place this in. It's very point-and-click adventure-y. But I don't know if point-and-click adventures generally have stats and skills. Not to my knowledge, but I obviously don't play many of them. No way there, no. Let me just check the guys in the tent before we go back.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I can't talk about Ruby. Why would they know anyway? They don't even leave this tent. Alright. Back to the whirling. Which would be a million times easier. Wait, why is this boat here? Is that Joyce's boat? It must be. Yeah, it would be a million times easier if I could work out fast travel. Nope. Path was very unclear. Yeah, that must be Joyce's boat. Let's just see if we have an option for her to take us. Again, highly doubt it. She's not particularly helpful. But we can look.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Talk about the boat.
Well, technically speaking, I'm not on it right now. Good.
Nope, nothing. Right. On the double then. Unfortunately, this is a max movement speed. I drive, but again, my car no longer on the road. Makes a nice ornament, though. I really expected to find something in the fishing village. Ruby, a weapon. I mean, hell, maybe even. The phasmid. Unlikely, but nothing at all? How do I reach that island?
It's great to see you again, officer. My wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
Fair enough.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
It was just on my way while I was working the case.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude. It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes.
Is there some crazy 8-eyed bird in this world?
You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Yeah, the cryptids. Oh, you never told me you've seen the phasmid. There we go.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Did she make it up?
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on. Tell our friend about it. He's proven his interest in the field.
Reflexively, the lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden...
What happened?
I looked up, and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I'd never seen anything like it. The reeds turned into a creature. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left. Went into the reeds.
Did you follow it? Also, that music took a long time to start up. Full minutes. Weird.
I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Where did you go? Don't go.
Then what?
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
So that's how they met. This is beyond significant for them.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you for sharing this with me.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
Right, now I guess we tell him about what we found in the traps. Also, let's check out this new tie, I guess. New tie? Wow. Inland Empire and Volition. Slender bolo tie. What is +1 Inland Empire? Also, this is just better. Because we also get Volition out of it. Which brings us up to 5. Love to see it.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
So I checked all the traps.
Good. Okay.
And one of them was empty.
Completely empty?
Yes, there was nothing in the trap. No locusts, no phasmid.
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Does it mean that? I don't know.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning.
Yes.
You should correct them.
She wants to believe it. So she's going to use all her mental gymnastics to make the findings fit what she wants.
Of course, more clever.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behove you to tread lightly.
Right, yeah. Even if they're out of their minds, it probably doesn't help us to tell them that.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
kind of like this one, going with scientific reasoning, because it's not very scientific to reason backwards from a conclusion you want to be true.
I appreciate your concern, officer, but please leave this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture. Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Yeah, what did happen?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Insulted morale? Really? I guess. Wasn't my intention. Let's develop an alternative theory about the missing locust. Let's do it. 97%. We ought to pass.
Consider the way the empty
Should
shack
think
is
so.
disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
Oh, fuck talking to Kuno. Kuno's an asshole. The highest degree. I think a little hooligan named Kuno may have stolen the locusts.
A little hooligan? But what would a child want with bags?
Oh, God knows. Smoke them? Known Kuno?
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I have a feeling we're getting so close.
Well, I feel like we're getting no closer to the solving the case. Well, the main case at least.
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
He hasn't been particularly forthcoming before. He may well still be hiding something. After he's left, it's too late.
Okay.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it, even if it's bugs. Morel, it's been fun, really, but I need a bath and I have deliveries to handle. When this tea is done, I gotta run.
No need to apologise, Geary. You'd be more than helpful. We'll have to take a rain check on that game of suzerainty today, though. We're gonna follow this through.
3 voiceover actors, 3 different pronunciations of that word. Suzerainty, suzerainty, suzerainty. It's... one of them's probably right. I get the feeling timing didn't work out well for the team with this one, since they possibly had to get everybody to record their stuff remotely, like their voiceovers remotely, and just send them in, rather than going to a studio with a director and stuff. I don't know.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
At the same time, I guess people pronounce words differently. Maybe it's intentional. Okay. Gary. Hi, Gary.
I really owe you one for getting us out of those reeds, officer. Finally got all that soot out of my hair. Name's Gary.
So we were told that he's not been very forthcoming, but we've not really spoken to him much. So, potential spoiler kind of there from the game? I don't know.
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Wow. Okay. Well, guy's a massive racist prick. Got it.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Not a lover of the great outdoors?
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
This man respects authority too much to see you for what you are. Pretend thou art a sober man.
Of course the fascist would side with the police. Alright, we can use that. Got to be one of these two, right? I'm neither of those things, I can assure you. I'm by the books, clean as a whistle. Can we blag that? Maybe. Degenerates have been trained to identify. I mean, to be fair, for the entire playthrough, we've not touched drink or drugs because Harry's clearly been overdoing it. So, I thought, let's give him a break. It's not gone too badly so far. I don't know. Been trained to identify the slightest hint of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it. Yeah, that sounds like kind of a sick burn on the moral intern at the same time. Let's go with that.
Oh, I didn't mean it in any scientific way.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
The lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here. If you can remember it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the Whirlingham Rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
How do I get it out of him? Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way, but I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
Okay.
Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I'm sure glad
Just in
to be
case
back
anything
from
new
that
pops
little
up.
excursion.
Hey, Titan.
I mean, officers.
Nothing new. Alright, I guess we go talk to Kuno. Fucking really don't want to talk to Kuno, ever. Consult the wind. I could try. Local kids might know. Whoops, wrong button. I guess we're searching the yard outside for locusts then. That'll be fun. Police work. Woo! Okay. Nearly 5 o'clock.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Alright. You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No, Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
So he knows locusts are bugs.
It's more than I would have expected.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
Shut up, C.
So he did take the locusts.
Now they're gonna take you to
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Uh-huh.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City, aka the City of Rage?
I hate engaging further with any of his nonsense. Kuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh God, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
I think he's already pretty damn lame.
Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
There's definitely something going on here. You should check out Kuno's shack, the one with the pig's head.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Good for you, kid. Keep up the good work. I don't see any signs of locusts around. Into the shack it is. Wait. There we go. I hear skittering. Locusts.
All around you, the hisses and chirps of locusts fill the musky air. The earthen floor of the shack has been shaped into mounds of mud, dotted with little holes for windows.
Is that what locusts do? I honestly have no idea. Any locust experts in chat? And not the Gears of War kind.
Like skyscrapers, spires of dirt and sand rising. Accommodations for their insectoid inhabitants.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the case of the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a sub-case of the imaginary insect case. So at least that's going well.
I don't want to tell him off for being... Yeah, precisely what I was thinking.
Yes. I feel we are nearing a real breakthrough.
We should talk to Kuno about this. Get him to stop.
I'll let you handle the Kuno side of things. You are doing just fine.
Uh-huh. In other words, he doesn't want any of it, and he's kind of getting tired of my shit. I can't blame him. I can't blame him. He's kind of straight-laced by the book cop, and we're a raging alcoholic failure of a man. Yet somehow apparently pretty good at the detective work, so... Don't know what you'd even make of that.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I know you took the locust from the traps the cryptozoologist set up.
Yeah. Kuno took the books. So what?
So it wasn't the phasmid. A wave of disappointment washes over you.
You say you don't give a fuck about bugs, then you go and build a whole bug town.
It's not Bugtown. It's the city of locusts. Locusts aren't just bug shit. They come out of the sky like a fucking shadow. Shit descends.
Is that what shadows do? Come out of the sky? I'm learning new things every day from this kid.
Stop!
Locusts coming down like a shadow. This must be the Night City he mentioned when you asked him where he's been.
So that in there is Night City.
Yeah, Locust City. City of rage. City of lights.
There's a tug of war over the name of his fantastical city. It's almost too big for his imagination. The girl forces herself to watch again, the corners of her eyes twitching from discomfort.
I think you'll hate this. It's the only reason I'm going to pick it. What are you, some kind of artist now?
Maybe I am.
Did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Yeah, hold on. Did I hear you right? You said I.
Kuno made Kuno. Kuno says whatever the fuck he wants. There are no rules here, pig. I fucking say I when I wanna, and Kuno when I wanna. Kuno's free. Kuno's free to fucking die, bitch.
Oh, I wish you would.
This is what he sometimes does when things get tense.
That's great, Kuno. It's cool to make art.
Oh my god, Kuno! He's gonna make you totally lame in like 3 seconds. Don't let him, Kuno.
I'm trying. I'll make it as lame as I can.
Yo, fuck you, see? Kuno can be what Kuno wants to be. Kuno's his own man. Kuno's free.
Tries to tear his shirt open, huh?
Kuno made himself into Kuno. Kuno can make himself into anything. Kuno can make himself into a pig if he wants. Kuno can make himself into a... Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Uh-huh.
Don't make yourself into a pig, Kuno. You'll have to take me away.
The more F-bombs they drop, admittedly, they obviously do skirt around. They're not saying it or anything, but anyone with a brain can tell. I mean, it's for the story. I get it. But it does make me nervous about maybe on stream playing another playthrough of this that say, I don't know, some kind of right-wing racist super fascist thing going on. I think that might just be uncomfortable. Yeah.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window. So that's what this is about.
Ooh. I could stay silent. That depends on the choices you make, like young girl.
Without a word, she disappears entirely behind the fence.
Uh-huh.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now.
Oh, thank
with
God.
Splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
Blessed silence.
You got him. Now convince him to leave the cryptozoologist's traps alone.
I need you to stop taking locusts from the traps. The cryptozoologists are trying to find something very important. To them, at least. Those locusts are bait.
I don't give a shit. I don't need the locusts anyway. Shit is all lame now. C was right.
The girl's face appears again, above the fence. Just long enough to make eye contact with Kuno.
Okay, now that's settled, I'd better be off.
The fuck are they trying to catch anyway? With the traps?
The Insulindium phasmid. He asked, I'll give him an answer.
He recognizes the name.
Yeah, wait, you know what it is?
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit. The fuck out of here. Kuno's tired of this shit.
I do think we're going to reach a point where it turns out he's just been brought up horribly and abused or whatever, and I don't know, not to justify his behavior, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's already been heavily hinted, right, that his dad's basically a piece of shit. No mention of his mum. I assume Kuno and C are siblings. They might not be, but they look very similar.
There's silence between the two children. They're not saying anything to each other, nor looking in each other's direction.
Alright, you don't know shit. What about you, C?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Fine, alright. Whatever. Whatevs. Let's let the professor know. I feel like we've made, like, zero progress on the case this afternoon, though. Already got that out of the way, I guess.
Hello, officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
A good feeling about this. I can't do accents. I had a chat with this kid, Kuno, who promised to stop stealing the locusts.
So he was just a child.
Thank you for telling us, sweetie. This is good news, right? It means we can try again.
She acts chipper, but something's changed in her tone. A hidden worry. Something is secretly gnawing at her confidence. It's not this Kuno kid or the missing locust. It's something else.
Yeah, you're right. We just need to restock the empty trap. Then we'll need to inspect the traps one more time. And then maybe we can.
Is he dying by any chance?
He has a 38-degree fever. His resilience has given way.
Darling, I told you to take it easy.
Not dying, just sick.
Getting sick. Maybe it's time to go home.
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season when it's warmer.
That's just something people tell themselves when they fail.
Man, I'm really feeling this is costing me time on my main investigation.
Of course, sweetie. You've helped us so much already. Everyone would understand if you...
Oh, the guilt trip. Damn it. Maybe I can still restock the trap for you.
You can? Fine. It's better than having these people get pneumonia on the coast. But after this...
He wants to see this tale through as much as you. Otherwise, he'd have stopped this already. But he cannot let it drag out after this.
Really?
Okay.
It's too much, officer.
You tasked find the phasmid. Oh, great. Find the unfindable thing.
What Morel means is we're grateful for your help.
Here's a fresh batch of locusts. They should slide right down the funnel. And thank you again.
That noise was unpleasant.
We'll definitely mention you, should this lead to a discovery. I'm not talking co-discovery, of course, but...
Okay. And, what's his name? Gary is left already, I guess. No idea where to. I wonder if Ruby is only findable at night. If the pigs only comes out at night. That's right, the pigs is a person. I guess for anyone unaware. If the pigs is still around, we can try talking to her if she's out at night. I don't know. I don't know if Titus actually did anything to help or move her, or I don't know. I don't know. In the meantime, I guess restock all the traps again.
The locusts aren't doing all too well, but they're still in there.
Oh, we just got to find the empty trap. All right. That's not too bad then. Wait, what's new in my inventory? Oh, a box of locusts. Okay, makes sense. Let me just throw it at these kids. Kinda harsh, maybe. Where? Not that way. Did I have to cross first? Yes. Somewhere over this way and then down and around, I think. Oh, God. Yeah. Was it not this one?
Morel's trap stands empty, just like the boathouses around it. The wind ruffles your sweaty hair.
Alright, put the bugs in.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings. They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Good. Now that's done. When do you think we will return to our impending apocalypse of a murder investigation? Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
I mean, feel free to give us a lead, Kim.
Yes?
So, I shaved.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
What is it? You can tell me, Kim.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the...
Yeah, damage. He means damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Can we talk about Kim? We haven't tried that in a while, actually.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
That's not even a question. You're wearing glasses is just a statement. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope. That's a big nope.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
So how do you know...
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Oh, okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Alright.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped. Port to Lena, look for Ruby. I can't even reach the island. How do I even get to the island? Let's try listening to the wind again. I don't know. Maybe I can put some more stuff on to increase my shivers. If it'll let me retry the check. Shivers. Shivers.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, Feld Electrical, R&D. Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Found the empty trap. Reconstructed execution. How does that help? I don't even get how that would help. Confronted the pigs. Yeah, we did that. Death notification. Wonder if that's letting the woman know about her husband who slipped and died on the pier? Probably, I guess. Right, we've got 28% now, so there's a slightly better chance.
Suddenly,
oh my god.
There's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
So she is in here. Where did it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs. And then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
Oh, I think next playthrough I want to max out Shivers. It seems like it could be interesting. The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Oh, I'm going to fall off the ladder and die, aren't I? There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it? Enter through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
And I'm an undetermined age still. What am I going to want? Hand-eye coordination? Maybe? Oh god, how to dress for this. Reaction speed? Hand-eye coordination. Yeah, I think we're about as good as we're going to get, to be honest. Alright. Oh. Was that down there? Hold up. That wasn't even visible before. Could this be the smarter choice? Crawling through a pipe rather than climbing a giant building.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotten boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Let's look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
An ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness.
But what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And
nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Oh god, that sounds like a really bad way to go through. Could we get into the fell building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
Ooh, good shout.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
Oh, thank god.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
One more door. We need physical instrument. Alright, physical instrument it is. Damn it. I don't think I'm going to be doing this, though. Okay, that works. Yep, big gains there. Big gains.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted shut and half sunken in sand.
Yeah, we've literally just got to get a 12.
You and the lieutenant lean all your weight into pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your efforts. They slam shut again before you can enter.
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
I wonder if equipping this thing would have helped. The pry bar. can't retry it. Alright, never mind then. In that case, let us get changed back. Where's the stuff? What else? What else did I change? Nothing? Could have been nothing. I think that was it, right? I guess I'm going up the ladder then. That's unfortunate. So much so, in fact, in case it does quick death again.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
I've got my fancy gloves on.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
180 seems about right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Oh, yeah. Let's reconceptualize it. That'll help.
Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
I'm not going to teleport. Let's assess. No, we've done that. Nope, not an option. Okay, what if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt a lot.
Wait. Savoir-faire. Clothing. -1 savoir-faire. Oh, we could take the trousers off. Alright, let's try that again. Teleport to the roof.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate.
Wait.
Darkness enfolds you.
Wait.
You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
Do it. Do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You
Poggers.
feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
You can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
Filthy lies. Why must Kim turn this into a house of lies? What up, Coded? How's it going, dude?
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Cool, I agree. Especially as I have a whole 1 bullet and 0 aim. We did it. Do I want those trousers? Nah, we'll stick with the jeans we got. What else did I change? Anything? Shades, right? I'd rather have the visual calculus back. I've been quite enjoying it. Oh, we'll wear them. We can be less dramatic. carefully make our way down then. Another postcard. I'm not going down. Can we open this? No, we can't. We've got to keep going. I guess we open the door by the pipe. I'm going to need my flashlight, aren't I? I should take out my flashlight. You're correct. Office furniture. Very sinister music. I think I want to go south. There's the pipe. There's the door.
2 rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Let's push. Much easier from this side, I guess.
It's much easier from this side.
There we go.
The panels on the rails, once you dust the sand off, with the help of your partner, from the other side, the door opens with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
You ready?
Yes. Time to investigate these passages. Let's move quietly and not make more sound.
What was that fade to black about? Did that shadow appear behind us?
Not running is a great way to do that.
Okay. Slowly. If I do it this way by selecting and examining, he defaults to walking slowly. Ooh, new jacket. Suit jacket. +1 suggestion. What we have is better. Oh wait, something there? Crevice in the wall. There we go. No one slept here in months, maybe years. We got a revolutionary's hat. Yeah. Friendly neighborhood communard. Who needs the logic bonus? Not I. It was alright. Still.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory.
This is an Ushanka, right?
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade.
Ooh.
Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Fantastic. I don't actually know where I want to spend this point right now. To the point where I might save it for a minute. And then I can always use it if I want to retry a check.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Let's brush off the dust.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Look, Kim, it's Conrad Mazov.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
The lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm.
Oh, maybe I should move in. What's with all these secret weapons caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
I just want to see what he says. I want to see if it's a real option. Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
Oh, okay. Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Okay. Slit window we saw from out. Oh, okay. That's the window we saw. Time to walk slowly. How? Like that, I guess. There we are. That's less nerve-wracking. Boot prints in the sand. One more worn than the other. An unnatural buzzing in the air. Bugs? See where that sends us. Doop-doo. Buzzing's getting louder. What's Ruby doing down here?
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Pain, a strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize.
Mm-hmm.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably.
Point of no return thing, maybe?
Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We met Joyce, but don't know what she knows yet. We should probably find out.
Definitely. I think she knows something about the mercenaries, maybe. And she won't be around if the situation explodes.
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
Let's see what he says at least. We found out Everett's plan to take the harbour. Maybe we should tell Joyce?
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists?
You mean Morel? I don't see how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected, but the situation in the city will get tense for everyone.
What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
I don't know what to do then. Because I'm wondering if that just leads to the end of the game. If so, there's other stuff I wanted to do. But a lot of it we can only do tonight. After Kim leaves. I think I've got to know. Hang on. We have a gun on us. I'm slightly prepared. Feels strange. What does? What's in the barrels? Cash, I guess.
Suddenly, your entire body is paralyzed.
The fuck?
Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse. Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears. Nope.
No, buddy. That's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest?
Really now? Check this out.
Damn it.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
Uh-huh.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it. Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
She's gone mad.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station.
What?
It's used specifically for pale latitude compression.
This is all going over my head.
You may be hearing some numbers, but you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break loose.
How did you get your hands on this thing?
I built it myself.
And she's proud of it too, as she ought to be. This is way beyond your abilities.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
What's this goddamn pail anyway?
The pail? It's the end of the world.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Interesting. The fuck? I mean, it'd be pretty damn annoying, but would it really be this disabling? Have you experienced the compressor yourself? Also, is this what's causing the dead zone, I wonder, for Suna?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself merely as prey.
Didn't get a chance to do anything then. Please, could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
2, 3, 6, 1, 8, 9, 2, 8, 1.
You're looking for a deal on mattress.
Spirit at Ember.
Okay.
God damn it. Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
The gun she's carrying is a 2-barreled front loader, not like the murder weapon.
Interesting.
Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this. There's only 3 meters between you and the machine. If you keep her distracted for long enough, maybe. Be careful when you make your move. That'll be it for questions. Bide your time.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
Damn. Yeah, I should have been quieter. I wonder what would have happened if we caught her unaware. None of this, I guess. By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
Her tone is bitter. She thinks she's been betrayed.
She didn't rat you out, by the way. Isabel, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
As opposed to the other knives she's finding there now. Hardy for one.
Why hide the bullet, though?
This could have turned out pretty bad for me if you hadn't walked right into 25 bands of ultra-high frequencies.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Uh-huh. We're not going to do that. Did you shoot Lely? We're not going to pass it, rather. We might end up doing it.
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching, though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
You're right. Classia was the first to share her suspicions.
Oh, I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your own boys told us you were on the coast.
My boys?
Okay, call them the Hardy Boys then.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people who people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck did the rest of you get by?
Wait, wasn't it you who called me the human can opener? It's not personal. I opened them up.
I did, didn't I? Now you've come for me. Fuck them all the same.
That did make her forgive them a little.
I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what? I already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity to make a case for herself.
Would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
Did you feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
She didn't hate him, okay?
You don't... other questions.
I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
Ooh, there was half an hour missing. You went out.
Like fuck I did. I was in all the time. I went for a leak. 10-15 minutes max.
Hold on. No one takes a 15-minute leak.
Look, fuck you, man. I might also have stopped by the bar.
She speaketh truth.
Our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardun. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
Never mind the pinball then. There's a secret way from the whirling bar to the roof.
Don't know it. But also, the shot couldn't have come from the roof. Or we would have all heard it downstairs.
She has a burnt there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You have a gun.
And?
I see it's front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
Where did you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
That doesn't sound like the name of a real store.
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
Do you collect guns? Maybe old rifles?
No, they're not practical. Break too often.
There's other evidence I want to ask you about.
Yeah, evidence.
Do you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. sure I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
Is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Plaza.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Alright, let's take a step back then.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side. He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardy and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Klasha comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Wait, did she also seem high to you?
Oh yeah, super. But I didn't think too much of it at first. I'd seen her party hard before.
And what did she say?
She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with was lying on the bedroom floor, dead. I knew she couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
How did you manage to come up with a plan so quickly?
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah, in cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. Was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardy boys.
Showerhead? Resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Larry herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
Silence is a thing, maybe?
But even if this is true, weren't you worried the lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way. Although the way things are going...
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean by that?
Yes, you. Everyone says you're his peon, his human can opener.
Huh? Who's he?
Oh, fucking hell. Me.
Fucking hell. And why me? You hear through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
I'm no one's agent. I don't even know who La Puta Madre is.
Right. Sure. You don't know.
Could you tell me about it?
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You know what I did. I fucked him over. And now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing. Possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in this squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had 2 guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff. Lady wasn't bad either.
Huh. Who would they be? The 2 officers from the Whirling? What else can you tell me?
One of the guys seemed chipper, a blonde. The other had a brooding something or other about him. And the woman was the only one in uniform.
Blonde guy.
That sound about right?
No idea who these people are, literally.
Yeah, that's right. I was just testing you. They're right outside with guns.
I've faced worse.
She hasn't. She hasn't gone up against 3 armed people before, as she believed.
Huh. Do you know about the bunker next door?
What bunker?
The communist hideout back there.
Don't know anything about it. No one's been around since I set up camp. And I'm sure I'm not the first vagabond to...
Oh, it's hurting more. We've gone on too long. Alright, we're taking damage over time.
Keep calm. Breathe in. After the pain recedes, it's a little clearer.
I think I gotta try it. Momentary window of clarity. We've gotta go. I think we passed. That was green. Are we doing it? She's not shooting. Nailed it.
The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Wait. No. Put the gun down.
She's truly desperate. She thinks she has no other options. You need to give her options.
What options?
You know.
Maybe I can still talk her out of it?
This is how you talk her out of it. It's the only scenario in which she lives.
Fuck. I guess I gotta let you walk away.
She stares at you, frozen, the gun still in her mouth, eyes filled with dark intensity. Then something shifts in her. Gratitude, doubt. She's still ready to go. Her neck and shoulders relax, and her grip on the gun loosens.
You don't have to do this. You're not cornered. I'm letting you go.
Day of miracles. I'll take it.
She runs past you, then past the lieutenant, and disappears into the darkness of the tunnel.
Good call.
Thanks.
I would have done the same, had I not been incapacitated.
I think she didn't do it.
Her tent. We should check it out.
Okay, so nothing actually got progressed. We might be okay. Until we see stuff out here. Healing item. Multiple. No way out. Cooking utensils. Porridge with bananas. Rough. 8 real. Sweet.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She's used to camping out.
Let's look inside.
The tent looks old, but well maintained. In the darkness of the tent, a rolled up sleeping bag, cooking utensils, some books, and a kerosene lamp. It reeks of cigarettes.
Check the books.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
Uh-huh.
See anything?
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
Oh yeah, a notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. A trusted friend left behind.
We should read this immediately. Like, right now.
Okay, I guess so. Interact. The brand name Schneller. Faster?
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Let's check the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She's got good taste and must have taken whatever she recorded here seriously.
Okay, let's look.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Check the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Let's have a look.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
It's good she left in a hurry. We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
Was she running the drug trade?
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Okay, what are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. The way some of those question marks trail off into ellipsis, she was going through a tough time.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
Way out of what? What did she write the day Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
Yeah, anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell. Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M, though. La Puta Madre. M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Okay, let's check that then.
Great. M's peon is coming to town, no doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder.
What's the odds it's going to turn out that the reason Harry drinks so much is that he's wrapped up in some really dark shit for some bad people? I'm feeling it. My personal shivers are kicking off.
Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Were you supposed to find her, even apart from the investigation then? On M's request? No, you wouldn't do something like this. This must be a mistake.
This is a coincidence. I would never kill people for a mob boss.
The thought steadies your nerves. The journal stops shaking in your hand.
Read the other entry.
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people, they'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic.
Taste the plastic? What?
The entry ends abruptly.
Ooh, I unlocked a thing.
That must have been one hell of a conversation.
Okay, what's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Winning what, though?
It looks like she might have been framed.
If she didn't do it, then maybe it's good that we didn't catch her?
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. We have other reasons to arrest her. Besides, I'm not sure her life as a fugitive is going to be much better than we does. Especially if she has problems with the Madre.
Kim, am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
Who is La Puta Madre?
The head of a major Jamrock gang, specializing in drug production and trafficking. A very bad person.
He's not 100% sure you're not indebted to this very, very bad person.
Then who do you think killed the merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
But no one heard the shot.
Maybe there's a hardy boy we've yet to meet who acted as his accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
I agree.
Date of birth generator. You were born in the year 07. In the last year of the commune of Revachol, right before it fell, in the old military hospital on the ground floor, where people usually came to die during a snowstorm. The revolution had about 1 year left to go, and the fires were still burning bright. There were explosions in the blizzard. This was 44 years ago. You are 44 years old. The bloating might
Only
never
2
leave
years
your
older than
face,
Kim?
but
One?
beneath it, you still have some years. You still have some hope.
Learning cat for logic raised. -1 difficulty to all physique passives. Nice. Oh, that was a good one then. Okay, we got space for 3 more thoughts. Still got a point. Logic go up. Keep that point for now. I think this is as good a place as any, I guess, to save up and call it for the day. We have leads. We have stuff to do at the start of the next session. So, yeah, I'm kind of surprised we're still going. Do we have a playtime? No, not so much. In fact, Steam will tell me. 31 hours, okay. Bit more than maybe, but we ooh, hiccups. But we're getting close. More hiccups. Okay, perfect timing. I'm going to call it quickly because this is going to get annoying. Yeah, thank you all for hanging. I should be back on tomorrow. It'll be some Monster Hunter. It's Saturday. Bash out some more hunts. I've been doing a little bit of it off stream this week, to be honest. Oh, there come the yawns. Stream's ending. Time to energy crash. Yeah, thank you for hanging, folks. It's been fun. I'll catch you in the next one. See you on the flip side. Until then, take care. Bye.